The transmission. The galaxy had been watching Earth for 11,000 years. They watched from relay stations tucked behind Jupiter's moons, from cloaked observation platforms drifting in the thermosphere, from quantum-tethered probes buried in the seafloor trenches no human drill had ever reached. The Galactic Consortium, 47 civilizations spanning 3 spiral arms, had observed, catalogued, and quietly agreed on one universal conclusion about humanity. Keep them small. Keep them slow. Keep them afraid of the dark. It was Colonel Marcus Hale who ended that arrangement forever. He was not a diplomat. He was not a philosopher or a politician. He was a barrel-chested, sand-weathered military engineer from New Mexico who had spent 30 years studying signals he wasn't supposed to understand. On the morning of March 4, 2187, he walked into the United Earth Defense Bunker beneath the Atacama Desert, sat down in front of the consortium's own communication array, the one they had installed without permission, and broadcast a single message on every frequency they used. "We know what you did. We know what you took. We know what you suppressed. You have 72 hours to respond. After that, we are done asking." He leaned back in his chair and lit a cigarette the base commander had explicitly banned. What they took. The files had been recovered from a crashed consortium courier vessel in the Gobi Desert in 2031. It had taken Earth's brightest minds 156 years to fully decrypt them, and what they found rewrote human history in one afternoon. Humanity had discovered faster-than-light propulsion in 1943. A physicist named Elias Vorn, working alone in a converted barn outside Budapest, had cracked the mathematics of folded space using nothing but chalk and obsession. Before he could publish, consortium agents arrived. Vorn disappeared. His work disappeared. The barn burned. It happened again in 1979. Again in 2008. Every time humanity clawed close to the edge of the cosmic threshold, invisible hands pushed them back. Suppressed patents. Induced accidents. Carefully engineered funding collapses. The consortium had maintained a primitive, quarantined Earth for one reason: human aggression was a commodity. They feared what an unchained humanity might become. They had every reason to. The silence breaks. 72 hours passed. No response came. On the 73rd hour, a consortium war fleet dropped out of fold space above the Pacific. 200 vessels, each one the size of a city, arranged in a perfect crescent that blotted out the sunrise across the entire western seaboard. Billions of humans stepped outside and looked up. Inside the command bunker, Hale's second-in-command, Lieutenant Petra Volkov, pulled up the tactical display. Her hands were steady. Her voice was steadier. "They think this is a deterrent," she said. "It's an invitation," Hale replied. He pressed a single key. The Unchained. Beneath every major ocean, the sealed vaults opened. For 60 years, in absolute secrecy, Earth had been building. Not with suppressed technology, with stolen technology. Every probe they had found, every crashed vessel, every quantum signal intercepted and reverse-engineered over decades of furious, silent preparation. They had not built a fleet. They had built something the consortium had never conceptualized, because the consortium had never feared anyone enough to imagine it. They had built a weapon shaped like a planet. Earth itself, its core retrofitted, its tectonic plates laced with full-drive conduits, its atmosphere weaponized into a directed energy shell, moved. Not far. Just 300 kilometers upward, a slow, terrible, deliberate rise that sent tsunamis crashing backward from coastlines and tore clouds apart in spiraling rings. The consortium fleet held its formation for exactly 11 seconds. Then it scattered. The new message. The consortium's supreme arbiter, a creature that communicated in layered harmonics, and had not felt fear in 6 centuries, received Hale's second transmission personally. It was shorter than the first. "We were never the ones holding back. You were. We have decided we no longer require your permission to exist. This is not a declaration of war. War implies you have something we want. This is a declaration of consequence. Leave our system. Leave our history. Leave our future alone. Come back when you are ready to be equals, or do not come back at all." The Arbiter studied the message for a long time. Outside the viewport of its command ship, somewhere in the vast dark between stars, it could see the blue-white point of Sol, brighter now, somehow, than it had ever appeared in 11,000 years of watching. It gave the order to withdraw. Humanity had not fired a single shot. They hadn't needed to. The galaxy learned that day what the Consortium had always feared most. Not human violence, but human patience. They had been waiting. Now they were done.